Hello and welcome to this video. Now, a few days ago I broke my laptop while I was trying to repair the webcam on it. I must have damaged the screen because when it turned on, the screen had like flashing lights, dead pixels, a big crack down it, and I didn't really think that was worth £30 to replace it. So instead, what it did was it put me in a situation where I had to buy a new PC, but unfortunately I don't have all the money in the world. So what I did was quite common for many people in the budget PC range. I bought a pre-built PC, sort of an office PC that has upgradability for like graphics card, better processor, some more RAM, and what I'm going to do is upgrade it in the future. When I have some more money, I'll probably put a new graphics card in it, a power supply to get that going and see how it does. Now, this computer cost only £50, which is about $65, so I thought it was quite a good deal, and I had that much money around now to sort of get a computer just in case I needed one, and then in the future I can put the better parts in to make it go faster for more modern gaming. But right now, let's take a look at what I bought for £50, and then we'll get into some quick benchmarking to see how well it performs even in its basic shape that it's in now. The computer is an Acer Veriton M2631G. From the front it has quite a modern look. It features an i3 4th Gen 4130 of 3.4 GHz and a 4GB single stick of DDR3 RAM clocked at 1600 MHz. There's 2 USB 3.0 ports at the back, as well as a DVD drive which should play some of our old games, as well as playing the newer ones as well. This honeycomb style side panel feels like a bit of a throwback to the mid-2000s. At the back there's a VGA port for output, as well as 4 USB ports and even some slots for video card when we come to install that later on. Overall, it's quite a nice looking PC. It's always a good idea to test it out before opening up when you've got a new PC. Let's check out what things are like in the BIOS. And we've got definitely an i3 4130 with 4GB of RAM, and not too bad. Time to check out what we have inside. I'm expecting it to be quite dusty now after seeing that startup. Which we'll obviously want to clean out, maybe get some new thermal paste on it to make sure that it's operating as powerful. There's no like heat problems. We don't want the system to overheat. Yep, that was to be expected. Very dusty. This could definitely do with a clean up straight away. I've got the power supply here. Let's see. How many watts is it? FSB is supposed to be a fairly good manufacturer, so it might run a power supply, a graphics card. I can't see where the wattage is on here. We're looking at max wattage 160, total 300 watts, so this will need an update. We've got 4-pin case fan there. We've got spare RAM there, very dusty motherboard connectors, DVD drive, and also I believe 500GB hard drive. Okay, let's take everything out and get ready to de-dust. And here we are in the great outdoors, because unfortunately it was too dusty rather, to clean inside. I don't have any compressed air, so I will be attacking this one with a paintbrush. Alright, so it looks like it still boots up. What I'll have to do is get Windows installed. The first game we'll play is Fortnite. With everything set to low, and with the 3D render to very low, the game feels quite unplayable. As with all games that I'll be testing today, we'll be playing them at either 1360 by 768 or 1366 by 768. Unfortunately, it just seems like Fortnite won't play. As much as it's my bad playing skills, I can't help but feel the lag made me die there a bit. On to GTA 5, it's a similar story. The lag makes the game quite unplayable, even when just walking around in the city. When things get even worse when you're driving, and a considerable amount of input lag made things quite unplayable in this game. Ultimately, they led to me losing a mission simply because things were happening 5 seconds after I pressed the button. CSGO, on the other hand, played quite well. With everything set to low, we went into a bot match in the Inferno map. The frames per second from MSI Afterburner weren't measuring here, but later on I'll show a picture of, or a video rather, of the close-up Steam in-game overlay counter. In the Mirage map, things are a similar story. It's quite playable, an enjoyable experience overall. As you can see, we're hovering around the 40s and 30s, which really isn't bad. We're now on to Bioshock Remastered. Having all of the special effects turned off makes for quite an enjoyable experience. It's only a small amount of microstutter. Vertical sync had to be turned on in order to combat the horrendous screen tearing. And the last game is Assassin's Creed 3, the original version, not the new remaster. The frame rate hovers typically between 15 and 20 FPS. Although this isn't very high, there's no stuttering, which means the experience is fairly consistent. Even in the populated areas, this consistency means that we don't see an extremely unplayable experience here. And that was the £50 gaming experience. Later on down the line, we'll be able to upgrade the graphics card, the processor and the RAM in order to see better gaming performance. But for now, that's all there is to it. The music I used in this video is called I Got This, and it's by David Renda, and it's available from a royalty-free music website. The video editing software I'm using is called Shotcut, and I'm using that on this computer right now. The links to both of those I'll put in the description. For now, thank you for watching this video, and goodbye.